Alright, well, what's up guys? I'm back again working on the car. Just giving you a little update on what we've done so far. So, earlier today, it was too crammed to actually get some footage of it, but all we did was just get the glue off from underneath the roof right here, which allows us to basically see all the dents in the roof. You can see here all these different, the light gray is where it's pretty much, I guess you would say, level, and all the darker gray stuff is where all the dents are. So you can see there's many dents. So we're going to be using a hammer and dolly technique to try and get them out. Well, for now, and then if we have to, we can use like a nail gun and stuff like that. But it's too hot to take the car out into the sun, so we're just working in the garage. So if it's a little cramped, it's just the way it is. I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but we have the huge ice pick hammer and a makeshift dolly right now, so yeah. So I'm fairly positive you guys can't see what's been happening, but there's a bunch of, essentially what this does is it kind of keeps the metal flat while you use the hammer to pound out from the bottom side all of the dents, so it kind of makes it as flat as it can be. Obviously it's not going to be perfect, that's why there's Bondo or other type of filler that you can use, which we're going to have to use to make the end result as flat and as normal as possible. Alright guys, so you get the gist of it. That's pretty much the hammer and dolly work for getting out dents without using like a nail gun. This is what we have to do for the whole roof, and then afterwards we have to skim it with the Bondo. My dad wanted me to use the word skim for whatever, which basically means we're going to cover the whole roof, right? Essentially, you get one full pass.
And then mow it down.
Well, one full pass of like skimming it, put on like your forming layer, and then after that,
shape on the first coat, and
yeah,
your,
finish
on the second.
Finish it on the second coat. So
like to get it done in 2 coats.
My dad likes to get it done in 2 coats.
If you do your metal work right, you can do it.
He's taking over the show. Yeah. So basically, if we do everything right here, then we could skim it twice. One for the forming or the rough draft, and one for the final draft, and then that's it. And that'll be on the next episode or whatever you want to call these. So we're done for now. We'll come back another day. What's up guys? So we're back in the garage today. As you saw from the last clips, we were working on getting the dents out of the roof. Did all that, so now what we're going to be using today is getting kind of like tidying it up, making it a lot smoother so it's easier to put some Bondo or filler on the top. And that way it's all smooth, no dents, and looks all nice and pretty. So if you guys can see all these little specks right here, this is basically the high spots where where this side of the hammer I was using underneath was popping it up. So now what we have to do is basically hit them back down so they're flat again, and basically we're just working on getting the metal straight. So basically what the goal here is to get rid of as much of the dark gray as you possibly can. That means there'll no longer be a low spot. But you know, you can it's kind of like reading a topography map. The high spots are here, the low spots are here, and basically what you're gonna do with using the Bondo or the filler is cover all that up and make it one flat surface so it doesn't look like there's a bunch of dents in the body. So you're basically just trying to get as close as you possibly can to evening that stuff out, and then you fill it up with the Bondo. It's essentially what you're trying to do here right now. So we're making progress on the roof. Today we are going to be Bondoing it, or as my dad says, what do you call it, skimming?
Plastic filler.
No, what do you call it?
Bondo is a brand name.
No, Dad, I don't care about that.
Yeah,
What do you call it?
We're skimming the roof. We've already done all the hammering and dolling.
My dad is so caught up on brand names and me thinking I can't say them. It's
always,
Bondo.
You can't always use brand
We're
names.
using Bondo. Bondo. It's not plastic filler. It is, but it's Bondo. Anyways, we're doing that right now. Then after this, you just sand it and get ready for paint, and that'll be the fun part. For the most part, I'm going to leave this up to my dad because this is what he does for a living, and I might get my hands in there a little bit, but yeah, he does this for a living, so obviously he's going to be much better at it. So yeah. So I took my little spin at skimming the roof with the Bondo, or I guess my dad would say plastic filler. I wouldn't say I did the best job, but it will get the job done for my first huge skim. I've only really worked with smaller patches in the past, so yeah. Got the job done. What do you think? Did all right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I did all right, so. So basically we're going to wait for this to dry, and then we're going to sand it down and get it ready for paint. It'll probably need a few more coats, but that's all you need to know is it goes from this to getting prepped for paint. So yeah.